Guys, I've got some bad news for you. I brought my first pair of fuckboy trainers. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, to be honest, they're like really cool. They're the Adidas like SP something, and they're really nice, but they are like fuckboy trainers. So like, wish me luck for styling these, not only to the gym, but out and about. Woo! Hello, I'm Styleboy, and welcome to my world. Woo! And in today's video, I will be teaching you how to edit like my Instagram feed. Yes, my legendary Instagram feed. Yes, I'm basically wearing this top because it has red and pink, and that's my feed. I just wanted to show you how to do it. Like, I know that so many of you are like constantly commenting like, oh my god, I love your theme so much. And I'm just like, yes. Oh my god, I'm so happy with it. And I really wanted to show you guys my theme, how I edit my photos, and all the process to do with it. So let's get my phone, let's screen record, and let's begin this video. So let's start now. I'm basically gonna put my feed right here. So as we can tell, my feed is very much like the pinks and the red and some purples. I love this photo so much. And it's all these like really like berry tones. Like I absolutely love berry tones. And I've had this feed for a while. Like you think it's pretty recent? Nah, I've had this since like Pride. I've had this during the Taylor Swift concert, which was one of the best nights of my life. I've had it literally in spring during God's Own Junkyard. I literally have had this for so long. So I think now it's time to show you how I edit. So let's go and like look through my photos. Wow, there's a lot of selfies of me, Jesus. I'm gonna go for one from my camera because honestly they're the best photos. And I'm gonna go for a selfie because I'm feeling that. I'm gonna go for probably this one. The one of me in my hair. I don't know, I feel like it looks cool. So I'm actually feel like we could start off by going on like Fuji Cam or Fuji Cam. I've got both because I'm extra like that. They both actually work really well and they're both really good. Fuji Cam is good if you always want a light leak. That's one thing I would 1000% say. Like if you always want a light leak in your photo, which most of the time I do, it's brilliant for that. Sometimes if you don't and you just want the effect of it to base work on, that'll be really cool. I'm also gonna add 2 more of those because they're like a fun little selfie. And I'm also gonna go for, I don't know, let's spice it up. Let's go for this old selfie because why the heck not? I don't know why I'm using a selfie for example, but if you're not gonna use a selfie, it's better because you can go much more free with colors. So I think, oh, sexy step. Oh my god, I'm here to slay. Fuckboy mode. So I'm gonna go for this one because I look fucking hotness. Sorry, that's the T. I actually go on Lightroom and I don't think I've had this photo. So I'm gonna go, honestly, Lightroom is the best thing. So I have so many photos as you can tell. Some I've got edits, some I don't. And by the way, I don't always use Fuji Cam. Oh, Fuji Cam, sometimes I leave them without. But for like selfies and stuff, that I just think they're so cool. So I'm gonna start off with light. So I usually go and start with the curves and I usually start with the white one. So I put it up so it's a bit more brighter. I put up the contrast so you get a bit more contrast on my skin. I love that. And I usually pull down the darkness because if you look, it just makes it a bit more dramatic, and my feed's a bit dramatic at the moment, especially because it's like autumn and winter and I feel like very dramatic. Then the red curve is honestly what gets started with the red hints, like the reds and the pinks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna pull this up so it gets a bit more red. To the right, I'm gonna pull this one up. This makes sure that everything has a pink red hint. But sometimes it could just look over red and I still like a bit of contrast, so what I do is pull it down. So this, as you can look, if you pulled it all up, look, everything looks like it's just red. When you pull it down, it looks like there's certain bits of red, so you still got the blue and you still got the purple. So if you look before and after, you get more of the red hints. Also, it looks freaking bright. The green, I literally just pull one down to there, like not intensely, just usually like a pink hint because I'm like a pink boy, obviously, as we could tell. And then the blue, I also pull down so it's a bit warmer. So that's how sometimes I get like a peachy tones, which is what I originally started off as, and now we're just here. Exposure, I bring up because I like things being bright, and contrast, I also bring up because I like things being contrasted. Oh, that went down. This one, you could even bring it down actually, but usually what I would do is bring it up. I'm gonna just do it as if I am editing usually, so like a bit up. The highlights I'm gonna bring down. So this is how you get everything to make sure that it's still contrasted, but it looks like skin. And then I'm gonna bring the shadows up actually. So this is how you still got like the definition, so you can tell the difference between the hair and the wall versus if I brought the shadows down, it just looks seamless. So no, I need that contrast. I also then bring the whites down again, so I don't actually look washed out, and again, so you can see everything as much as you can. And I bring the blacks up, so again, it's not totally dark, you get some sort of variation. I like doing that. So obviously we can tell before and after it's there. To be honest, I like this photo, so I like the way it is. Then I go into the little like temperature thingy, which is the color. So I start off with temperature, which is white balance. So I bring it a bit up the temperature so it's a bit more yellow. And then I bring up the tint to about a bit so it ends up being a bit pink. I then bring the vibrance down. So for example, I don't look like an Oompa Loompa and I don't look bright orange, so I actually look like I've still got skin. And then I bring the saturation up, which then kind of goes a bit pointless. This is where the good stuff is. So I actually go onto the mix. So on the mix, you can select different colors and that will select different hues. So I'll tell you what I do for each one. So for the red tones, I always make sure that it goes a bit more pink. Usually I will bring up the saturation unless it's got me involved, but usually like it's fine. I don't mind if the saturation is brought up a bit because it's like in the ear of my mouth, so it's actually what mine would naturally have color, and I think it then gets affected by that. And I bring the luminosity up just so I got a little bit of light. I always bring the luminosity up because I just think it looks nicer than bringing it down. Sometimes you need to bring it down, sometimes it doesn't. This usually does affect each photo, but this is like what I usually do. And the orange is where you go. So then the orange, I usually go straight to the red side. I don't want it to look yellow. I then bring it down, which is how I still look very skin-like. I don't look like, I don't know, in theory, like, I don't know, I'm freaking an Oompa Loompa. And then I bring the luminosity up, so then I actually look like I'm still human and I'm not orange or pink or whatever. Yellow, there's no yellow in this. Yellow, what I would usually do is just move it to the right, bring it up or down, depending, and then bring the luminosity up. There's no green in this either, but it'd be like, literally, I'm like straight down. I just don't like green. There's no this light color, which is very rarely in photos, so I just usually skip that. And there's blue though. So blue is where I feel like things get very interesting. So if you look, that's where like the blues go from either really blue to really purple. I bring them straight to purple. I bring the saturation down a bit and I bring up the vibrancy because honestly, as soon as you change blue hints to purples, it honestly saves your photos from this red theme. Not from it, it actually encourages it so much more. Then, because look, now the blue has turned to purple, I then can change it to like a pink. I'll then bring the saturation down, but not too much. And again, the vibrancy, which then freaking look at that. I might bring it up a bit because I might just switch the hue just to pink. I might do that for this because I feel like it could look really cool. So then, I don't think any of this has got it. I think some of it might. So I'm gonna go and just go to the more red side. I would actually bring up the saturation and I bring up the vibrancy. So if you look before and after, it actually like basically changes the color. And I think it looks really cool. I actually really like that. So I'm gonna save that to my device. Usually the app I use now is Preview. So for Preview, I like to edit in like chunks. So as you can tell, it will load when it does. You've seen the feed, but there's 2 more. So usually what I then do is go into library and just add like a couple of more. So in theory, let's go with 1, 2, and 3. I can then go around and I change the order and change everything. So for example, let's just say I want to solve this for this. Boom, you could do that. It's so much more easier. And I think that is it. My camera is also dying, so like, ha. Oh, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you want any more Instagram videos, comment down below. Please like, subscribe, share. You know what to do, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Cheers, adios, goodbye.